JLG Industries presents Operator Safety for the Compact Crawler. You will learn about the essential procedures for proper machine operation. By viewing this video, you are accepting responsibility for the safe and proper operation of your machine and for complying with all applicable laws and regulations covering its proper use. You must not operate any machine until you have read and understood the required manuals and have completed training under the supervision of an experienced and qualified operator. This video is intended to serve as a supplement to your Operation and Safety Manual, the AEM Safety Handbook, and the ANSI Manual of Responsibilities, located in the manual storage holder on the platform. This document must be kept with the machine and, if not available, must be obtained by contacting your local JLG distributor or at www.jlg.com. Before operating your machine, verify that you are using the proper personal protective equipment. JLG requires that all occupants in the platform wear a full-body harness with a lanyard attached to an authorized lanyard anchorage point. You are responsible for wearing the required personal protective equipment as it applies to your work. If you require further clarification on operating your machine, contact JLG Product Safety and Reliability at 877-JLG-SAFE, or, if outside the U.S., +1 717 485-6591. The JLG Compact Crawler is a boom lift designed to fit in tight spaces while providing extended elevated access. Before using each day or when changing operators, you must conduct a pre-start check of your machine. Always refer to your Operation and Safety Manual for the complete pre-start inspection procedure. To help you remember the procedure, JLG recommends you use a process called the 5-step approach to safe equipment operation. It is designed to keep you safe before, during, and after operation. If at any time you discover any damage or discrepancy, or if the machine does not operate properly, shut down the machine immediately. Report the problem to the proper maintenance personnel. Do not operate the machine until it is deemed safe for operation. Step 1 is conducting a workplace inspection. This inspection identifies any potential hazards before and during operation. Do not operate the machine in hazardous environments unless approved for that purpose by JLG. First, check surface conditions. Check for holes, bumps, drop-offs, obstructions, debris, and other potential ground hazards. Ensure the chassis and the outriggers are at least 2 feet or 0.6 meters away from these hazards. Ensure that structures such as bridges and trucks are adequate to support the maximum load of the machine, as indicated in the operation manual. The outriggers will set up on an uneven, firm surface, but the outrigger pads must be horizontal. Check the operation manual to verify how many degrees the outriggers will level. Do not set the outriggers on soft surfaces. Next, check surrounding conditions. Keep non-operating personnel at least 6 feet or 1.8 meters away from the machine during operation. Position barricades as necessary. Finally, check for overhead conditions such as electrical lines, bridge cranes, and other potential obstructions. Disconnect power to overhead cranes and electrical lines. Keep in mind that your machine is not insulated and does not provide protection from contact or proximity to electrical current. Follow the minimum approach distance as outlined in the operation manual. Maintain a safe distance of at least 10 feet or 3 meters between any part of the machine and its occupants and their equipment from any electrical line or apparatus carrying up to 50,000 volts exposed or insulated. 1 foot of additional clearance is required for every additional 30,000 volts or less. Allow for machine movement and electrical lines swaying. This requirement shall apply except where employer, local, or governmental regulations are more stringent. Step 2 is conducting a pre-start inspection to ensure there is no visible damage. Part of the pre-start inspection is the walk-around inspection. Consult the JLG Operation and Safety Manual for more information. Start each day with a full tank of fuel or a fully charged battery. If using the electric motor, connect an approved extension cord to AC power. Ensure all the manuals are in the manual storage holder and that all periodic inspections and maintenance have been completed as outlined in the operation manual. On each component being checked, ensure there is no visible damage, including cracks, leaks, missing parts, debris, or excessive wear. All control markings, decals, and placards must be clean and legible. Inspect the following parts: the platform assembly, foot switch, ladder, gate, the platform remote control station, the platform rotator and machine bubble level, the hydraulic tank, the left side outriggers, the electrical and hydraulic cover assemblies, the left drive track, the boom sections and turntable, the swing drive and turntable bearing, the combustion engine and main hydraulic pump, or the lithium battery, the right side outriggers, the right drive track, the ground control station and the electric motor and hydraulic pump, check for modifications to original components. Verify that any modifications have been approved by JLG. Step 3 is conducting a function check of all systems. All functions must operate smoothly with precise control. Consult the JLG Operator and Safety Manual for more information about conducting a function check. We are using an X430AJ in this video. Read, understand, and obey all decals and placards on the machine. Do not operate until you have done so. Ensure the machine is on a firm level surface in an area free of overhead and ground level obstructions with no load in the platform. Disconnect the remote from the platform cable. Remove the protective panel and locate the ground cable. Remove the special adapter plug and attach it to the platform cable. Then connect the ground cable to the remote. Start the machine by turning on 3 switches: the main power key switch to on, twist clockwise the power emergency stop switch to on, and turn the platform ground remote select switch to the correct position. The platform ground remote select switch is a 3-position switch that allows power to the platform if the switch is in the center position. With the key switch turned clockwise and held, only ground controls are operational. With the key switch turned counterclockwise, the ground control electrical connector is enabled and the platform remote control station can be operated from the ground position. On the platform remote, twist the emergency stop clockwise to the on position. The remote may go through a pre-operational check. While in this mode, the display will indicate the check is in progress. Wait until the appropriate display icons load before operating. Test the emergency stop switch of the remote control station by pressing it. The engine must turn off and the display panel turns off. On lithium machines, the stop icon should appear. Reset the emergency stop switch to on. Restart the combustion engine if applicable. Ensure the turntable and frame indicators are properly aligned and the closed bracket icon to indicate the boom is retracted and stowed properly. Drive the machine to a firm level area using the red levers on the remote. Push the speed selector horn button to increase speed. Start out in the turtle mode and increase speed by selecting N for normal. If operating the X770AJ, move the outriggers to the full area of operation. Check that the locking pins are engaged in each outrigger. Set the outriggers automatically by pressing the green Outrigger Automatic Set and Level button. Be aware you may not have a clear view of all 4 outriggers. Use extra caution when setting them. While setting the outriggers, the machine is automatically leveling the frame. The display icon will indicate wait. Keep pressing Outrigger Automatic Set and Level button until the display turns to OK. This will be your signal that the frame is level and you can start using functions. You can verify the machine is level by checking the bubble level. Ensure each outrigger light is on continually after all 4 outriggers touch the ground. If using an X770AJ, the blinking outrigger lights indicate the outrigger is in a reduced position. If the outrigger lights are blinking, the swing function will have limited travel. Note the green stability light is on, which indicates it is safe to operate the aerial functions. Operate each boom function using the remote. Now check the remote emergency lowering system. Raise the tower boom, the main boom, and the jib 6 inches each. Push in and then reset the emergency stop switch. Press and hold the emergency lowering button, then activate the jib lever. The jib should lower, and then use the 2 boom levers to lower both boom sections. Next, test the platform ground remote select switch by operating the boom functions. Use one hand to turn and hold the key switch clockwise and the other hand to operate the manual control levers. Check the green machine stabilized indicator light is on. When released, the platform ground remote select switch should return to the center position. Now it is time to check the manual descent system on the machine using the hand pump. Follow the instructions under the side cover on the machine and the JLG operator and safety manual to check the manual descent system using the hand pump. We will demonstrate how to swing the turntable using the hand pump. Lift the proportional valve lever up and hold. Then lift the swing valve lever up while pumping the hand pump. The swing function should move with every hand pump. Check other functions using this same method. Disconnect the remote from the ground cable. Remove the special adapter plug and connect the remote to the platform cable. Attach the adapter plug to the ground cable and stow in the machine. Now you are ready to check functions using the remote at the platform. The remote has to be in the platform box and locked into place before any operation is permitted. Use extreme caution when entering and leaving the platform. Always face the machine and use the 3-point contact method. This means that 1 hand and 2 feet, or 2 hands and 1 foot, are in contact with the machine at all times. Ensure the drop bar falls into place and properly secure the lanyard from your fall protection device to one of the designated anchorage points. The ladder must only be used when entering or exiting the platform. When not in use, pull the ladder cable to stow the ladder. Test the foot switch. The combustion engine must not start when you press the start button while the foot switch is depressed. Start the combustion engine or start the electric motor. Ensure the icon matches with the machine power. Test the horn by pressing the speed selector and service buttons simultaneously. If the service mode appears after sounding the horn, press the track width adjust button to escape, then continue to operate. Now operate the boom functions. Raise and lower the tower and main booms. Operate the telescope. Platform rotate. Jib and swing functions. Ensure all boom functions stop when the foot switch is released. Next, extend and retract the tracks. The machine must be elevated on the outrigger or driving while extending the tracks. Retract all 4 outriggers to the stowed position. If using outriggers that are manually opened, manually close the outriggers to the stowed position. Check to see if any boom functions operate with the outriggers stowed. Check that the drive brake holds when the machine is stopped on a grade. The grade must not exceed the rated gradability as stated in the operation manual. From the platform controls, test the SkyGuard feature by operating the telescope out functions and then activating the SkyGuard sensor. The telescope out function will stop and the telescope in function will operate for a short duration. Also, the ground alarm will sound until the SkyGuard sensor or foot switch is disengaged. Disengage the SkyGuard sensor, release the controls, recycle the foot switch, and make sure that normal operation is available. If SkyGuard remains activated after the function reversal or cutout, depress and hold the SkyGuard override switch, button number 8, to allow normal use of machine functions until the SkyGuard sensor is disengaged. Remember, if you discover any issue, report it to the proper maintenance personnel. Do not operate the machine until it is deemed safe. Step 4 is proper operation. Follow these safety precautions while operating. Do not operate any machine on which the decals or placards are missing or illegible. All ground personnel must be thoroughly familiar with operating the ground control functions in an emergency situation, including the manual descent system. Do not allow personnel to tamper with or operate the machine from the ground with personnel on the platform, except in an emergency. If using the electric motor, ensure the cord is not in your travel path. Avoid any buildup of debris on the platform floor. Keep mud, oil, grease, and other slippery substances from your footwear. Know the total weight of all individuals, tools, and materials to be placed in the platform before operation. Never exceed the rated capacity. Do not operate when the wind conditions exceed the maximum as outlined in the operation manual. Do not cover the platform sides or carry large surface area items in the platform when operating outdoors. The addition of such items increases the machine's exposed wind area. Never use the jib arm assembly to gain access to or leave the platform. Keep hands and limbs out of the boom assembly during operation. Check work area clearances above, on the sides, and below the platform when lifting or lowering. Do not operate without guardrails secured in place. Keep all body parts inside during operation. Do not increase the platform's size with unauthorized deck extensions or attachments. Keep both feet firmly positioned on the platform floor at all times. Never use boxes, ladders, steps, planks, or similar items to provide additional reach. Do not operate while on trucks, trailers, rail cars, floating vessels, scaffolds, or other equipment unless approved in writing by JLG. Never attempt to use the machine as a crane. Do not tie off the machine to any adjacent structure. Never attach a wire, cable, or any similar item to the platform. When 2 people are in the platform, the operator shall be responsible for all machine operations. Exercise extreme caution at all times to prevent obstacles from interfering with operating controls and platform personnel. When driving, limit your travel speed according to ground surface conditions, congestion, visibility, slope, personnel location, and other factors causing hazards of collision or injury. Always post a lookout when driving in areas where vision is obstructed. Do not use high drive speed when driving in enclosed areas or when driving in reverse. Be aware of stopping distances in all drive speeds. Travel grades at low drive speed only. Do not exceed the allowable side slope and grade while driving. When loading and unloading, be aware of the breakover point, which may cause the machine to rebalance quickly. Drive the machine slowly with the remote out of its holder to prevent damage when loading on a truck. Step 5 is proper shutdown. Drive the machine to a well-protected and ventilated area. Ensure the machine is in the stowed position. Press the emergency stop switch at the remote control station. Press the emergency stop switch at the ground control station and remove the main power key. If storing the machine for an extended period, turn off the battery disconnect switch and chock the tracks. If equipped, charge the lithium-ion battery as outlined in the operation manual. By following the 5-step approach for safe equipment operation, you can complete your work safely using your JLG Compact Crawler. Safe operation is critical to avoid potential hazards. Remember, you are responsible for completing the proper training, for reading and understanding the required manuals, and for complying with all applicable laws and regulations. If you require further clarification on the safe operation of your machine, contact JLG Product Safety and Reliability at 877-JLG-SAFE, or, if outside the United States, 1-717-485-6591.